Today I'm showing you how to make razor clam dip that is outstanding.
Well, hi guys, welcome back to Linda's Pantry. And today, as you see in the title, I am making clam dip with fresh razor clams. So these are razor clams that we got this weekend, and I'm getting ready to put some in the freezer, but I want to go ahead and make clam dip with some of them. So I'm gonna poach off some, and I'm gonna use a 16-ounce tub of sour cream, about a little over a half a brick of cream cheese. I may end up using a little bit more, and I'm gonna use some of the liquor that's in here, the natural liquor from the clams. We cleaned these as soon as we got home, and they are delicious. There is, well, I've got the pictures, but I'll put pictures at the end too, of before we got them out of the shell, and how big they are compared to my hand. So some of these guys were that big. Most of them were very big. I couldn't even eat one as it was breaded. I could eat one. They're so rich and delicious and tender as long as you don't overcook them. So that's the secret. I'm gonna poach these off in some water, a little bit of wine, a little bit of lemon juice for some acidity. I've got some fresh lemon juice. I've also grated the zest off that lemon. I've got some dill. I'm gonna grab some salt and pepper and some, or not dill, these are fresh chives out of my garden. I'm gonna grab some dried dill, and we're gonna be ready to make some delicious clam dip. Okay, come on in. Okay, so while my liquid, I'm just gonna put my lemon juice. I put about a quarter of a cup of Chardonnay in there. I'm gonna add a couple tablespoons of lemon juice. The rest of I'll use some of it in the dip. I put a little bit of garlic salt in there and some sea salt. I don't want anything to change. I want the flavor of the clams to definitely come through. These beautiful razor clams, oh, they're so good. And the secret is to not overcook them. So that's the key. Okay, so look at this. This is one clam. That's as big as my hand. We're gonna lay that in there and eat no longer than 3 minutes, but I'm gonna I'm turning this back down to low, and I don't know what's going on with these. These two feel like they're connected. Maybe they are, I don't know. Anyway, we have two there, or maybe, yeah. Maybe that was one big one, but I want lots of clams in this dip. Look at this. This is one clam. It's huge. So poach this off. And if you want to see how to clean these razor clams, okay, so I'm going to use 3. I'm going to pour a little bit of that liquor. Oops, I don't want to lose my clam. A little bit of that liquor in there. I'm going to use a little bit in the dip as well. So turn that heat back up. The key, if you're frying them, making fritters, any of that, yes, you don't want to overcook them. They will become rubbery really quickly. So we're gonna go ahead and turn that over. And this one, I'm gonna turn that over. And I can already tell these are probably close to done. And it hasn't even been 3 minutes. So as soon as that is done, I'm gonna take them off. I'm gonna let them cool. I'm gonna chop them up chunky. I wanna know that I've got clams in there. And yeah, we're gonna chop that all up. So I'll probably save the rest of this depending on how delicious this dip comes out. I'll probably save this for more clam dip, or the rest of these, or okay, I'm gonna shut my fire off because these, I believe these are done. Like I said, I don't want them to get chewy or icky. Okay, in the fridge these goes. I'll get these off the fire right now and let them cool. They're done. That's it. Nature's seafood is nature's fast food. In my book, it was the first fast food out there. So yes, delicious. Okay, and then we can chop those up. This, you could save that. If you were gonna make clam chowder, if I wanted to make clam chowder with the other pound of these, I could do that as well. So, and actually I might even put those in an ice bath. Okay, so I did put them in an ice bath. I want them cold. I wanted that cooking to stop. And yeah, this was one clam. So literally I need to get this off there. Literally this was one razor clam, just like that. That's a razor clam. Yum. Okay. And let's get these others. Aren't they beautiful? Look at that. The Great Northwest. And this is, actually, this is a smaller one, but it's still very impressive for a clam. I mean, these are not like little cockles that you might get. And I'm still seeing little pieces that I'm getting off there that I don't want in my clam dip. And I mean, I was so meticulous about getting these clean after I was shown how, that I'm surprised any of this got left behind. But you know, that's what today is for. Get it done. Make sure it's all clean and dry these off. I'm gonna dry these off and get my dip. All right, so I can make my dip. Let's get another paper towel and we'll get to dipping. And I even bought Lay's Ruffled potato chips to go. You have to have Lay's for clam dip, right? So let's just toss these out onto my cutting board and we'll put that aside. I think I want a different blade for this. I'm gonna use the Rita slicing knife. And look, it's just like butter. These are so tender and succulent. And for like clam chowder, oh, if you've never had razor clam chowder, oh my gosh, so good, so good. And in fact, I'm gonna taste this. I'm glad I didn't cook them any longer. I'm gonna go right down the center of these guys. Yeah, they're not chewy, they're tender. They're absolutely wonderful. So poaching, like I said, if you're gonna poach or you're gonna fry them, no more than 3 minutes. Literally, and that means 3 minutes, both sides. So it could be 1.5 minutes per side if you're frying. And look at all this beautiful clam meat. We're just dicing it up. So each bite of dip will have it. Okay. Do you want me to bring you back when I'm done? Or you want to stay for real time? So I washed and chopped my fresh chives out of the garden. And, oh, I got to get my dill out. I need some dill in there too. You got to have some dill. I feel like dill. Look at all this. Now, have you ever had that many clams in your clam dip right there, and those big chunks of clams? I don't think so. I don't even know if that's gonna fit in the bowl, to be really honest. I think I need a bigger bowl. I do believe I'm gonna get a bigger bowl. Hold on. Okay, so I'm transferring to a bigger bowl. So my lemon zest, my a generous half of block of cream cheese. You could use a whole block too if you wanted, but I really want to be able to dip this. If you get too much cream cheese, once this gets cold, it's gonna re-harden and you won't be able to get a cracker in there. So I don't want that, and I can't stay out of this. It's so good. Okay. Sour cream, 16 ounces of sour cream. And I'm just gonna mix this together. You could use a blender if you really want to get particular about it, but I think we can get this. That cream cheese, it's important it's room temperature. okay? Okay, let's get some of that liquor and some lemon juice. So we need some more lemon juice, right? A little bit, tablespoon or so. And I want some of that clam liquor in here because that's the natural juice from the clams. The tablespoon of that. And these will go back in the fridge. Oh my gosh. I'm super excited. This was the most fun experience, and I'm gonna tell you, I was freezing. I was cold, but I wouldn't trade it for the world. Okay, a good teaspoon of black pepper, half a teaspoon of salt. I don't think we're gonna need much more of the salt. The lemon juice will take care of that. We're gonna put most of these chives down. I want 3 to 4 tablespoons of chives. They're gonna complement these clams. I actually had clams for breakfast because it's that good. And now let me get some dill. Hold on. I'll get my dill and we'll be ready to get it together. Okay, dill. Where's my dill? There it is. Sorry, I should have had this out, but I didn't. So we're gonna go with a healthy full teaspoon of dill weed, and that's dehydrated, so it's strong. We don't want a bit too strong and take over the whole dip, but we want it in there. Okay, now I can fold in my clams. Oh my gosh. Let me take a taste test before I put my clams in. Make sure I've got my base just right. It needs more lemon juice. And more clam nectar or liqueur. Clam liqueur. Get that brininess going on in there. Okay. And maybe a little bit more salt. Another half teaspoon of salt. And as this sits in the refrigerator too, it will all marry and give you a good combination. I do believe it needs more dill though. Another teaspoon or so. So we'll say 2 teaspoons of dill. Gotta love it. Now we'll take the other end of our spoon and get another taste. I think that is perfect with a little more lemon juice. another teaspoon of lemon juice. It's just hard to say how, it's not exact, but you get the idea. Okay, now we're gonna fold in our clams. I have chives everywhere. What an easy recipe to put together and share. It's a sharing recipe. So you get your clams in there, okay? All those clams. That's a lot of clams. Are they all gonna fit? Heck yeah. Yes. Just poached in a little wine and lemon juice and some water. Oh my goodness. Heavy on the clams. Okay, I think we have success. And because those clams have cooled back down, this will be nice and cool. I'm gonna put this in, put some in a little ramekin, and I'm gonna plate it up. Okay, oh, my mouth's watering, and then I'll do a taste test. Okay guys, so it's all done, and this is exactly how I love to have clam dip. I garnished it with a little extra dill on top just to make it pretty. But there it is, Ruffles potato chip. It's lemony. I could have done one more clam. But it is delicious. So I hope you try it. I hope that you put this on your next barbecue table. If you ever made this or gone and gotten razor clams, let me know in the comment section below. And if you like this stuff, give me a thumbs up and share it on your social media, as well as, oh, hit that subscribe button. And come see me next time. All right, guys. Ooh, I gotta have another bite. Look, there's some more big chunks of clam.
So I do hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you subscribe and give me a thumbs up.